In high school, I spent probably around like $500 on Clash of Clans, the mobile game. Definitely regret that. I think about that $500 probably about once or twice a year at this point, but I probably should just let it go.
Growing up, I had divorced parents, and I watched both of my parents struggle in different ways at different times, and I vowed that I never wanted to go through that. I was never going to put myself in a situation to be low on money.
Well, there was no tithing in my youth, and when I actually got a hold of the concept of it was sometime shortly after starting at Movement Church 11 years ago. It was a struggle for a long time.
So I'm really big into budgeting softwares. I've gone through a number of them, and with my financial planner, we recently went through a new software that runs full life simulations of any kind of life event. What do the thousands of simulations say your percent chance of success is? It's a daily struggle to just continually give things up to God, to where you're not just expecting Him to do everything, but you're also not trying to do everything yourself. Giving does remind me that God is providing for us, and I do not have to provide everything for my family myself. If anything, I feel like that lifts a lot of stress off of my shoulders of I don't have to have it all planned. And having a kid definitely has sparked a lot of financial struggle in my mind. It's definitely something that I have absolutely no idea how that's all going to work out. The one thing that I do know is that I will continue giving the same way that I always have been, and just trust that God will provide for that because He has provided in the past, and that's the only way I feel like I'm gonna get through the future of that.
It's important to me to always live within our means. And so it makes sense to me that if we were to lose money, then you need to cut your expenses. So we decided to upgrade, buy a larger house at the end of July in 2020. And in September of 2020, my company implemented 20% pay cuts. We defaulted to making some cuts. My first thought was, included in those cuts was to cut the tithe, 20%. My wife challenged me, challenged us, and said, why don't we just watch? Why don't we just keep it where it is and let God provide and just see what He does? Over the next several months, the bank account didn't drop. We entered a time where we started talking about the capital campaign, and we felt like God was saying to give a certain number that most people wouldn't have thought made sense. We said, okay, because God has provided so far, we're confident He's gonna keep doing it. And in May, when pay increases were restored to 100%, I looked at our investment account, and all the money that I had lost over that period had actually been replenished in full in our investment account. And it was something that was so clearly God. It was so special.
We tried to hold on to every penny we had for as long as we could. 6 kids in the house, and we were both under a wage garnishment. We were each working 2 jobs. We were working weekend jobs, and we couldn't make ends meet, right? So we were having trouble keeping the lights on, but we decided if we were gonna trust God, we had to trust Him in everything. And He called us to test Him on it, and we did, and we have not gone back.
We received unexpected raises. Every need was met. Not necessarily miracles where dollars were flying out of the sky or anything, but every bill was paid, every Christmas happened, all the kids played sports.
Even with our hands in it, we couldn't make ends meet. It wasn't until we let go of that God moved and showed us that He was faithful.